distillery in Wilmington is out $300,000 worth of tequila because of two transportation companies. The distillery executives are now suing those companies. WECT's Zach Solon talked to the chairman of the company that owns the tequila. So how many bottles have they reported missing, Zach?
More than 11,000, John. Daytoon Distributors was expecting the shipment of its Hacienda Chactun tequila late last year, but it never came. Now, the company has filed a lawsuit against the transportation provider it hired to take the tequila from Mexico to here in North Carolina.
You could have shown it as a TV series and nobody would have believed it.
1 month before Mark Bloomquist's company, Daytoon Distributors, was set to launch its new Hacienda Chactun tequila, he was expecting more than 11,000 bottles to arrive in Wilmington. He was even getting updates from who he thought was the truck driver.
He said that the air brake system went out. Then we heard he had a flat tire. They sent us a picture of this flat tire.
But Bloomquist later found out the shipment had either been lost or stolen en route from Mexico to North Carolina.
The only problem was a picture of a box trailer, not an 18-wheeler.
Bloomquist says a company called Tasmanian Freight was supposed to take the tequila from Jalisco, Mexico to Wilmington. But he says a third company got involved without his knowledge.
And Tasmanian was the freight forwarders. They were responsible for it. They hired, unbeknownst to us, Landstar, who was to take it from Laredo, Texas to Wilmington, North Carolina.
That's when the shipment went missing. Some of the missing bottles were later found in a warehouse outside of Los Angeles.
We were just elated because now we knew at least it had been found. But because it had been tampered with, it meant that it was unsettlable because the chain of custody had been broken.
That meant the bottles, which could have been sold for more than $300,000, had to be destroyed.
The chain of custody is so important because when it leaves our distillery in Jalisco, we put a seal on it and an extra lock. That should never, ever have been broken. And we didn't know. So the loss was quite substantial.
Bloomquist Company has filed a lawsuit against Tasmanian and Landstar. It's a caper that will now play out in court. I reached out to Tasmanian and Landstar's companies for comment, but have not heard back.
All right, Zach, has Daytoon changed anything so this doesn't happen to them again?
Yeah, John, so Bloomquist told me they now have an extra employee that rides the truck from Mexico to Wilmington for any shipments that come in.
All right, Zach Solon live in the newsroom. Zach, thanks.